Hello everyone, my name is Jules. Welcome to Jules Food and Garden. Today I'll be making steamed cabbage with saltfish. Let's go. These are the ingredients that I'm going to be using to make my steamed cabbage with saltfish. Thyme, Scotch bonnet pepper, garlic, ginger, bell pepper, tomato, scallion, onion, carrot, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, parsley, seasoned salt, oil, which is olive oil, the cabbage of course, saltfish, and a little butter. This is my cabbage and it's in side of cabbage right now. It's all folded up and whatever. So in this case, you can't get to wash it properly because the leaf all folded. So what I do, I cut it in two and I try to take, what do you call it? This part of it, the art or the core or pit or whatever you call it. I take this out, and then I have my container right here and start cutting. So, and it falls right in my water. So in that case, I'm gonna wash it down in the water. I'm not threading it because I don't want it too small, too thin. So I'm just gonna cut it. Just salt in it and then leave it in the water. We're not soaking it, we're just gonna leave it in the water to just stay until I'm ready to put it in the pot. Being the saltfish is very extremely salty. I have to boil off some of the salt out of it, or say 75% of the salt. So what I do, I'm gonna use this pot of water on the stove, and then I'm gonna wash the saltfish. Let me start washing the saltfish. Put it in here. You can see there's a lot of salt in it. You know, salt in it. So you wash it off. You can see the salt in the container. All salt in these fishes. So that's why we have to wash it and then boil it maybe twice to get rid of the excess amount of salt. I'm going to put some other water in here. Now I'm going to place this on the stove. High blaze oil, say number 5, a little less than high. In the meantime, that's going to be boiling, and then I'm going to start chopping and cutting and do all of the above. It's my onion, which chop in different ways. Doesn't matter, really, what style or what you might cut it in. Do my ginger. And the ginger, if you notice that everything I place a piece of ginger in, it is very good for the stomach, you know, no matter what you're cooking, just easy on the stomach all the time. So I tend to like really mince it small because you don't need to be heating and you know, chewing on a big piece of ginger in your mouth. That kind of turn you off. So the smaller it is, the better. some people might have eliminated the tomato from the cabbage, but because of the tarty taste, but I think it's good for me. I like it, so that's why I put it in here. Not a lot of cooking today, which I am happy about. My time, and just remember that I always pre-wash my vegetable. I prep it before I start recording. So I place in the pot because I tossed the first water, and this is the second one. After this boil, after this come to a boil, then I'm gonna pour this water off and then prepare my fish to put in the pot. So it's almost boiling, so stay tuned. Okay, this is the final boiling of my saltfish. Now I'm gonna pour this water off and just kind of mince the saltfish up a little, and to get it ready to go into start my steaming and my other cooking. And now I'm gonna add some cold water in the pot, because just to do the cooling down stage, because it's very hot and I have to put my hand in there to break the fish up. So hopefully this water needs to be cooled down a little bit more. Okay, so now I can pour this off again. And I'm gonna put my fish in this plate, which I'm gonna break it up a little, not too small, but just right size for it to be distributed in the cabbage. So not as hot because I put 40 cold water in it. This is my fish, and this will be going into the pot after I sear my vegetable, and then the cabbage will be the last thing to go in the pot. Okay, now I'm going to pour a little olive oil in the bottom of my pot to start my searing of the vegetable, and that's about it. This is extra virgin olive oil. That's what I'm using. I'm going to wait in this a little bit more to get a little hot. Then I'm going to pour all my vegetable in the pot. Every tip of it. No, I'm going to take the pepper out for now. Okay. Remember that talk about vegetable sear a little, and then I'm gonna add my saltfish. So let's put a little black pepper here, just a little, because whenever the cabbage goes into the pot, and I'm gonna put a little bit more powdered seasoning in there. So this is just a little catch me up. sure, my fave, my parsley. I love parsley. Yeah. I'm not gonna use any salt because of the saltfish. So it can stay for a little. So I'm gonna give it about 2 to 3 minutes. And then we get that come back. Now that sears a little or a lot, I'm gonna add my codfish into my pot like this. Add my codfish and stir it around. Nothing should be added to this, you know, but this is not cook-up saltfish. It could use as cook-up saltfish, and you just heat it with whatever you want to use like this. You can go in the restaurant and get it like this, but now I'm gonna add my cabbage to it, so it's gonna change the old, you know, demeanor of thing, cook-up saltfish. So this. Now my cabbage is washed, so it's sitting with some water. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it in like this. So usually I don't like my cabbage to be too soft. So up and place it in the pot. I'm gonna cover it for a while, and then seems like it's a lot, but gonna be shrinking, so seems like a lot of cabbage. It's gonna have to hold. Sorry. No. So I'm not gonna put anything on it right now. I'm not gonna put no powdered season until it gets steamed down, just shrink, and I'm gonna turn it over, and then I'm gonna add everything else that needs to be added in the pot in my next round. Okay, I'm gonna cover it right now. I'm gonna put pepper in there, and get my butter. I'm going to place butter in it as well. That's the only thing I'm going to do. Place the butter in it. So the next time I come back, it should be, I would say, almost ready. Okay, it's over 5 minutes now, and you can see, as you can see, it kind of shrink down. That means it's steaming. So what I do, I turn it over. And then that's how the colors, the carrots, thyme, everything, the pepper. See, I was telling you about my carrots. That's what give it the color. So colorful look. Have to be careful of the pepper, because and you can see that the cabbage brew is its own water. So what I'm going to do to get rid of some of the water, I'm going to leave the pot kind of open, because I don't want the cabbage too soft. So I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to taste it to see if it's salty. It's not salty, so I'm not going to put any more salt in it, but I'm just going to put a little bit more parsley. Give it that little garnish green look. And I'm going to also put a little bit more black pepper in it. And garlic powder, a little, and a little onion powder. And you guys don't have to put all of these things that I'm putting in mine, because you're just gonna make it according to your taste and according to your likeness. You know, it's just a format that I have, that's how I do it, but you not necessarily have to put everything that I put in there. You know, it's just that you can try yours and you can try mine, or you make a combination, a little of mine and a little of yours, and I think that will be great also. So just, you know, do you. I'm going to put a little paprika in there, just for a little coloring. This wasn't on my menu, but you know, it's a little bit too white for me, so I'm just going to put, I just opted to put a little paprika in there for coloring. And like I said, I'm going to leave it a little to steam. Okay. Very good. Not salty, none at all. It is just right. So I'm just going to leave it a little bit for some of the water to dissipate out of it, and then we should be ready to be plated. Very good, very nice. This is the finished product of my steamed cabbage with saltfish. Enjoy! Thank you for watching. Please like and share my video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you soon!